joined by Northeastern head coach Bill Coen. To his left, Scott Eatherton. To his left, Caleb Donnelly. We'll start with opening statement on the victory from Coach Coen. Then if you have questions, please you raise your hand and we'll bring the microphone around. Coach?
First, I'd like to congratulate UNCW on an outstanding year. Obviously, Coach Keats and his staff did just a tremendous job with that group. They played with such pride and passion all year long. So coming into the game tonight, we knew we were in for a challenge. I thought, our starters set the tone early on. They really competed, but I really thought, our contributions off the bench tonight separated the two teams. Obviously Caleb did an outstanding job for us tonight, as did Devon Begley and Reggie Spencer. Those guys, were ready to play. Sometimes it's hard to keep your mind right when you're on the bench, but they answered the bell when their number was called, and they all had a tremendous impact on the game this evening.
Questions?
Coach, tell us how essential it is to have a big man in this time of the year, because you won the game in the paint, basically. Yeah,
well, Scotty is, been our centerpiece for 2 years now. He's a guy that comes to work each and every day in practice. He's a vocal leader. He leads by example. He's an extremely hard worker, and he's got that sense of urgency as a senior. Admittedly, he would tell you he didn't play his best game last night, and he really wanted to step up tonight and be there for his teammates. And I thought he played, off the charts. He gave us a presence both on the offensive end, the defensive end, and on the backboards. And I think he's just played at a real high and consistent level for 2 years straight.
Congratulations on your win, Coach and guys. This question is for Scott. At one point in the game, you scored 10 of the 16 points. What did you see and what zone did you get in, and what adjustments did you make from last night to today?
Well, last night I just felt like like Coach said, it wasn't my best game. I feel like I didn't bring a lot of energy to the team. So tonight I was just going to try to bring as much energy as I could and be aggressive and try to help them on defense. It's what I usually focus on, defense, and then the offense kind of, tonight it filed in by itself.
Hey, Coach, in those first two meetings, the UNCW guards really got kind of whatever they wanted. Tonight, you guys made them work a lot harder and really kind of took out Sproul out of the game there in the second half. What was your philosophy kind of on defense tonight, or strategy?
Well, they just they're perimeter players, and Sproul, you can count him in on that when he goes to the 4 spot. They're just constantly in attack mode, and it's very, very difficult to keep them out of the lane. And in our first meeting, they got to the rim, they got in the paint, they got 2 feet in the paint almost on every possession, and we didn't do a very good job at all. I thought down in Wilmington we did a much better job of trying to keep guys out of the paint, but still it's a challenge because they're quick. They're excellent ball handlers, and they're tough. So they take the bump, they get in lane physical contact, and it's really, really difficult to keep them out. But tonight I thought with everything on the line, our guys really got just maybe a little lower in their stance, dug in a little bit deeper and a little bit harder, and our team really wanted to go play in the championship game, and I think that urgency really was the difference.
Coach, if you could give an answer, and then Caleb as well. Before the season, Caleb, you told me that no matter the playing time you got, you're going to come to practice each day, give it your all. You're sitting at a podium now before the CAA championship game, and a season ago you were a redshirt walk-on, and before that playing in Marino. I mean, just talk about how far you've come.
Yeah. You want to take Caleb first, and then I'll follow?
Yeah, I can't give enough thanks to my teammates, the coaches, and just everyone involved in the team, because it's a lot easier to go out there when you know that all the guys trust in you, and when everyone's trusting in each other. And I have to give all the credits to them for just believing in me, helping me feel confident out there, and we're just excited to keep on playing.
Yeah, I think you're looking at a Dean Ehlers Award winner, right? So there is no higher honor in this league, and It speaks to character. It speaks to commitment. It speaks to excellence. And that's what Caleb Donnelly's all about. And I said it, I think you did an interview on it. It says, nothing he does will ever surprise me because he attacks each and every day. He gets more out of a 24-hour day than most people get out of a month. He's so dialed in, he's so focused, he's so committed, and so team first that, you know, we always say that when you act like that as a player, somehow the basketball gods shine on you, and they certainly shined on him and us tonight.
Bill, two-part question. First, thoughts on how well your guys handled and executed versus their all-court pressure. And then the second half, thoughts on achieving 22 victories, which is the most for a Northeastern program since 1991, the last time Northeastern made it to the NCAA tournament.
Well, you know, I thought, you know, against the first part, Teddy, the pressure, I think we had 2 turnovers in the second half. And, you know, as people have followed us all year long, that's been a little bit of a Achilles heel for us. We haven't always taken great care of the basketball. But I thought against, you know, the best pressure team in our league, you know, we did an outstanding job of that, just really keeping the floor space, moving the ball, knowing where our looks are, and keeping our composure. You know, as far as the win total, I mean, you know, these guys will tell you I'm not all about that. I'm all about you know, their experience in what this means to them, because people long forget how many wins you total or how many losses you total, but it's the experience that these guys have together in the locker room, and I know I can tell you from the locker room experience that we just have, you know, there's nothing like winning. These guys enjoy it. They've worked hard for it. They've earned every victory, and they're excited to compete tomorrow in a championship game.
Coach, how aware were you what was happening in the first game, and were you guys waiting in the wings or back in the locker room or in or out? Kind of take us through that.
Yeah, I think we warmed up about 3 times before we got out of the locker room. But you know, that's all part of the excitement, managing your emotions, and we always talk about our guys trying to reach the appropriate excitement level right at tip, and it was hard to judge that tonight. It seemed like that game might go into 4 or 5 overtimes, but you know, the guys were loose in the locker room. They were obviously paying attention to the score and the timing and of it all, but I thought the atmosphere, they handled it very well. Tomorrow
you have William and Murray. How do you prepare for that, and also how do you get your bench to be ready? They outscored UNCW bench 33-10.
Well, you know, Tony Shaver and his staff, in my opinion, year in and year out, does the best job in this league. He gets his team to play so unselfishly, so disciplined. Their passing is impeccable. Their reads on screens are elite. They move the ball, they share the ball, they shoot the ball, they spread you out. They're a really, really good basketball team. You know, we went down to Williamsburg and didn't play our best game. Had it to a single possession, maybe late in the game, and then we came back at home and we played much better against them at home. Both times, every possession is a challenge. They make you work, and if you don't guard a screen properly, if you're not in the right spot where you're supposed to be in defensive help side position, they make you pay. So they keep you accountable for 40 minutes. So although it's a physical challenge, it's also a mental challenge because you have to stay dialed in and you have to stay disciplined for 35 seconds each and every possession, and then you know, all night long for 40 minutes. And if you go under a screen or you trail a guy or you're not there on a catch, it's 3 points. And they have tremendous players. They have tremendous depth, and they got a tremendous team attitude. So it's going to be an extreme challenge tomorrow night.
Okay, last one here.
Scott, not just Caleb, but Reggie also came in and put up some great minutes, as well as Devon Begley on defense too. Just talk about your bench's performance today as well.
It just really talks about our team, how talented we are. Reggie started for 3 years, so he's used to the role that he plays, and he could start on, I don't know, majority of the teams in our league. He comes to work every day, just like Caleb, and I feel like these guys, they don't really feel like they're coming off the bench. It's like they're playing. It's like they've been playing the whole game, and they fit their role really well, just like the rest of our team.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much.